Hello, dear colleagues. I hope all of you are in a good health and doing well. Unfortunately, today I cannot be with you online the whole day. That's why I decided to record a short video for you. So my theme is the terminological difficulties involved with defining the status of a theater director. This is one of the topics of my scientific interests, and today I will try to put into a nutshell some main points. And I'd like to say thank you to all the organizers of this conference for this opportunity. The logic of the language argues with the logic of the theater criticism, in which the words author, creator, storyteller of the play can mean both the director and the author of the text. So in theater criticism today, we need to highlight a new classification of the directors whose will and purpose are spread to all the elements of the performance. So film critics Andrew Saris, as you see, offered a system of the concentric circles. To define the concept of the author. So the inner circle indicates the level of the professional level, technical skills and basic competences, because a great director has to at least be a good director. The middle circle is the director's personal style, and the outer circle, as defined by Saris, characterizes the presence of the interior meaning. So most directors don't advance beyond the first circle, which doesn't deprive them from the status of the professionals. So some of their colleagues are stuck in the middle, and they can be called stylists, and only a few manage to reach the third circle, and earn the right to be named author. In one of his lectures, Saris mentioned that the term neo-auteur, along with the term post-auteur, not given the definition of these terms, but he told that there is a change in tectonic plates in the approach to art, because when people were tired of modernism at one time, it was replaced by the postmodernism and neo-modernism. So in 2015, within the framework of the International Cultural Forum in the St. Petersburg, a discussion about the author and post-author theater took place. And as an example of the post-authorism was the situation in which the director can transfer a significant part of his rights to a composer, set designer, etc. An example of such performance, for example, was the case of the Valery Sforkin Masquerade, in which the director co-authored Всеволод Meyerhold, as if extending the his author's production. So it was suggested that the theater of the post-author is a situation in which the modern director became a co-author of a classic, and based on his work or director's script creates his own play or performance with elements of theatrical reconstruction. So in my opinion, this term post-authorism is not successful, firstly because the posthumous character of the contemporary authorship extracted from the texts of Roland Barthes and Michel Foucault, and secondly, this definition is already used in musicology and describes the modern non-composer music, such as techno music and electronic music and so on and so forth. We can say that directors exist today in another socio-cultural situation, and that's why the concept of the neo-auteur may be become more appropriate to describe this new situation. And the neo-auteurism approach suggests that the director, in addition to his film or performance, uh, creates a certain added value. So you know that today directors are fully involved in the advertisement process of the promotion of his film or performance through the social networks, media, participation in festival conferences, and other forms of public promotion. And author today, in my opinion, become a marketing category, a label which is actively but not always deservedly um, assigned or distributed to the directors. And this is a kind of trophy, in my point of view, or the element of packaging of the performance or the film, or it's just a category of the status in the hierarchy of the social values, in my opinion. But I will try to highlight the main distinguishing features of the characteristics of the neo-auteur. First of all, is the work. The director neo-auteur must produce a significant part of his work, which demonstrates his personal author's personality. The next one is the artistic control. The third is the fact that neo-author's approach puts in the field of the research also a complex picture of the relationship. So I mean that the context of the piece of art, of the performance, is no less important than the director's intentions. Also, the neo-author's approach focuses attention not only on the value of the piece of art, but on the value of the experience of interacting with it. And the main thing is the factor of the process. So, and this is the main difference from the original author theory. The neo-author's approach is characterized by attention not only to the result of the activity of the director, but also to the period of existence of his performance of film and development of his work, as well as the on the influence of the culture of the society, for example. Of course, the phenomenon of the neo-auteur raises additional questions, but it's important not only from the point of view of the theater studies, but also from the point of view of the law, because, from the point of view of the Russian law, the director doesn't hold the legal copyright, and the author denotes exclusively the author of the literary basis of the performance. So after all, I should say that each new date constructs theater anew, tunes it in a new key and to a new emotional wave, and therefore ultimately the spectator remains the unique and the main author of the performance, not in the sense of the theater criticism, of course, but in an everyday sense. And without a viewer, theater loses itself and loses its meaning. However, this conference proves that, fortunately enough for all of us, nothing looks set to threaten theater. Thank you very much for your attention.